come on today's video.
But before any of that, roll intro. Bonjour les bouts. Ça va?
Table, bon appétit!
Good morning. From Département 16, La Charente, the northernmost tip of the southwest of France. Thanks for all your comments and all your votes for your favourite music. So it's between 2 and 3, and it was this one, that one.
When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things.
So, did you know there's an orchestral version of that one?
When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things it took.
Lisa hates it. She can't. I put it on the video once, many months ago, and she said, "Don't do that again." So Pete's coming today. So I have a title for the YouTube video, and then have a different title for the thumbnail, and then on the opening shot with the drones going over the house, I'll put something cryptic in there. It's either something I've said or done or whatever. But yesterday's one, it says taller than Reacher, and what that relates to. And I'm mentioning this only for my own inadequacies. Now, I'm 6 foot tall. Well, I was when I joined the army, with age and training and carrying 50 kilo Bergens on your back. You know, you're going to get smaller. But I'm still around about that. I mention it because Pete's 6'7", which is taller than Reacher. So, I didn't want you to think I was some sort of short ass when filming together. Anyway, right, so I'm waffling on. It's about 8 o'clock. We need to get the kids to school, then we need to go to a place called Manot. M-A-N-O-T. I've not been there before. It's near a place called Chirac, which is not far from Cumflon. To go and have a look at this house. Do you want to come? Too slow-mo. On Eva.
When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things it took from me, I know that I am so much better. When I look at what I've done, now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better off, and baby, you don't belong. I could feel it in my bones. There was something going on, that shade of doubt hanging around that old. 'Cause darling, there is nothing right when all you seem to do is lie. Those days are gone. I'm walking tall while you're alone. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things it took from me, I know that I am so much better. When I look at what I've done, now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better. heated but not stirred. Just a lesson that I've learned, and so it goes. Tables turn, and you're on your own. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better off. When I look at what I've done, now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better off, and baby, you don't belong. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better off. When I look at what I've done, now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better off, and baby, you don't belong.
So the windows need replacing then, because they're open to the
Yeah.
central heating.
Yeah, and remember all the pipes go.
You get internet speed.
It's like a hobbit door.
About you, the way you carry yourself, kinda awkward, cute, self-assured. I just couldn't wrap my head around the way you took in the room. Well, it was like you owned it, the stage was yours, didn't want it. It's about the hardest thing I've ever seen. And when I saw you, knew that I saw you. Said I see you leaving, I am coming too. Ooh, I'm moving in closer. You know I'm coming for you. I'm getting ready, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Ooh, baby, ooh, I'm getting even closer. And boy, I'm coming for you. Ready or not, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Ooh, baby, coming for you. Coming for you. Coming for you. Ooh, baby. You said I think I'll call you. I just said by that I won't answer. You laughed and said to play it cool, and I know you won't be there to see. Just a note by mail. Must have been 2 weeks later. I've been a good boy, never called you. Meet me at the club tonight. I think it was a quarter past, and there you were. You said you know I need you, help me say the word. Ooh, I'm moving in closer. You know I'm coming for you. I'm getting ready, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Ooh, baby, ooh, I'm getting even closer. And boy, coming. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Ooh, baby.
And I'll tell you what homework you've got.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Later.
This is Pete. And so we went and saw the house yesterday. You saw the draft of the video that's going out tonight that people have watched already.
Yep.
So you've had a good idea of that house, because we're going to go and see another house, de Sèvres. Sorry, you're off camera.
Yep.
When's that? Later.
Later on today.
Later on.
Yeah.
Laters, yeah. But yeah, it's a shame that the one in Vertoy
Fell through.
fell through. There are a few issues with this one.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. There's things that needs to be done. That it's nothing that I would say if anybody's looking at jumping over, don't be put off by doing a little bit of work.
No.
Everything needs a little bit of work. You're not going to buy, unless you've got a couple of million quid stacked away, you're not going to buy the perfect house.
No, that's true. So we're going back to the house tomorrow.
Yep.
With you to see it in real time.
Yes.
But we're also going to go back now just to have a look at the surrounding area, pop along to Conflon. A bit later on, we're having lunch with Stephen and Andrea. And then we're off to do Sèvres. And then hopefully tonight, if we can get a place at a restaurant,
Yep.
we'll go and have something to eat.
Absolutely.
But before you go, we'll, not on today's video, but for the one that goes out Monday, so hopefully at some point tomorrow,
Yep.
we'll have an interview.
Do a Q&A.
Right.
Look forward to it.
So whatever next is.
Let's do that.
So what's interesting is our house that we're living in now used to be a barn, exactly like that. And that there would be where our patio doors are, our French doors are. Interesting. Yes, what do you reckon so far, Pete?
It's interesting. Interesting is definitely the word I'm going to use. Is that the boot bit that needs to be redone?
Yeah, we'll show you.
Oh my god.
Bonjour.
madame.
So yeah, it's yeah, things doing. So Pete primarily wants land. He wants at least 1.5 hectares
Yeah.
for horses. And at the moment, I can't see. Where are you?
I'm
There
ready.
you are. Yeah, there's a lot of work to be done.
There's a heck of a lot of work to be done. Almost too much.
Yeah.
Almost too much. It's lovely land, but it's not been looked after or managed
No.
in decades.
And you're not afraid of hard work either.
No, no, no.
Because you come from a farming background, don't you? So.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but what Pete's noticed is that when you see mistletoe, you explain.
So when you see mistletoe in trees, or lichens or lichens, depending on if you're American or English, and of course, lichen is the right way of saying it for those Americans out there. It's a very good sign of incredibly clean air.
I didn't know that.
It's very, very clean. It's very, very clean. And it's important that anybody that's looking at land, if you've got lichen or whatever around you, the air is incredibly clean and you can almost taste it. It sounds weird to say it, but when you live near like a quarry or an industrial area or an urban area, you won't generally see it. It's more moss, which is different, which is damp. So
Yeah.
lichens are dry and they like clean air.
Fun French fact. Yeah. So
Land.
we're thinking it's a no for this house. Yeah, there's too much work to be done. Yeah. But it's nice that that you came and had a look. You have your own.
Definitely. I mean, unless you come and see, you don't know what you're looking at. Because on the photos it looks amazing.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, the land is good, but it needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like a lot of work.
So fingers crossed for the place up in de Sèvres, which is a complete opposite to this one.
Yeah, I'll totally opposite.
So I think that's about a 40-minute drive, but we're going for something to eat first. So
I mean,
let's do that.
it's stunning in its own
I
way.
know. And listen to it as well.
It is, it's beautiful, but it just doesn't have the right acreage.
No.
Not usable acreage, there's a lot
Yeah.
of it's just wasted.
Like the pathway
Like down
and
that
stuff.
gully is just,
Yeah.
is where the sewage is. Yeah.
Anyway,
Lots of brambles.
It's lovely. I mean, it's really nice. It's quiet. It's pleasant. It's just not big enough for. Well, it's not even not big enough. A lot of the land is wasted land.
Yeah.
A lot of it. I
Oh,
mean, if you look
it's
in
come
there,
back on me.
that's like 10, 12 foot high brambles down in there in that wood. You'd spend a lifetime clearing that wood out and still not be on top of it.
never mind.
And still they agree to that.
He didn't really say very much, he just gave me a thumbs up, so...
we're back from De Sèvres.
Yeah.
So what did you reckon to that house?
Lovely house, brilliant land. Just there were some beams inside that were just way too low. I would need some structural.
And too low for a hobbit like me.
Yeah, let alone Jack Reacher. So yeah, for me, I don't know. I mean, the land was perfect.
Yeah.
The buildings were great. Bags of space in terms of barns and storage is just, can you make the internals work? The answer is I don't know until we've got probably a structural engineer or a structural surveyor to come and look at the beams, whether we can just chop part of it out.
Yeah, but so back tomorrow.
Back to Conflon.
To Mano, which is near to Conflon, to go and have a look at the house that we looked at this morning. Yes, we did. We went back to it this morning.
Had a look outside this morning.
Yeah, and just to see whether you think it's workable in terms of the amount of work.
It's not so much the work on that one. That one's more the acreage. How much is the acreage?
Yeah.
Because obviously 1.5 hectares is what we're looking for. That's the magic number, Rob.
Yeah.
And once we've got that, if we can make that, then it certainly becomes very much interesting. Very much interesting.
So, si tu veux des questions pour Pete, then ask him in the comments because tomorrow we're going to be doing not a live, but we're going to be doing a Q&A, which will go out on Monday. So there's a few already in the bank to ask you. You know, so if anyone's got any questions for Pete, then yeah. So Pete's going back tomorrow, but so you'll see more of him on Monday's video. Hope you all had a good Thursday, Friday. See you on Monday. Laters.
Laters.
Nice one.